PV Sindhu exiting the Malaysia Open in the semi-final round might normally be seen as something of an underachievement for the star Indian shuttler. However, there is plenty of talk that this could potentially be something of a resurgence for her, given the torrid 2025 that she endured, where once again she was plagued by consistent injury issues and a complete lack of achievements when it comes to all of the major tournaments. In fact, one of the biggest highlights, an unfortunate one at that for Sindhu, throughout 2025 was the number of times she ended up getting eliminated from tournaments in the very first round itself. A major departure from her previous high, where she'd consistently be competing till at least the quarter semis and winning a few titles too, given she is, when on form, one of the best shuttlers on the planet. So why it is that I say that 2026 couldn't have started better for Sindhu is the point I was mentioning, the number of first round exits. Let's quickly take a look at how many times she actually ended up making it out of the first round, or rather getting eliminated from tournaments in the first round come 2025. And it's a fairly long list. And look at some of those tournaments. You've got the Indonesia Masters, which was very much in the starting parts of the year. Then All England, which is seen as one of the top badminton tournaments. Same problem. Then in last year's Malaysia Masters. And then, of course, the Japan Open and the Hong Kong Open as well. And after the Hong Kong Open, she didn't end up playing any of the major tournaments because she was, of course, diagnosed with a foot injury that kept her out of action. And it's this common recurring theme really that has been the wrecker of her career, I would say. It's the numerous injury issues and the numerous layoffs. For any player in a single sport, especially a single racket sport, momentum is key. If you can keep playing, you'll keep staying in rhythm and your chances of winning will be better. However, long injury layoffs means shaking off the rust and getting back into shape whilst playing, which can oftentimes be a fairly tough thing, and we've seen Sindhu really struggle with it. At her best, she's an imposing physical force, someone whose height and reach makes her a natural badminton player. And of course, the power game that she possesses with her cross-court smash means she possesses the type of winner that most people would be very envious of, and truth be told, even are. However, the lack of power in her game due to the recurring injury issues clearly manifested itself in a lack of confidence as well, which is why you'd see her get knocked out so early, when truth be told, she's someone who'd always run deep into any tournament. So the fact that she could do this year, it's a major positive sign that she could manage it, because again, the fact that she was getting knocked out consistently in the early, if not the first or even the second round, there were fair few tournaments where she was getting knocked out. To go from there to making it to the semi-final in itself is a massive thing, and one really hopes that 2026 is a better year for Sindhu, because again, as the flag bearer of Indian badminton, she needs to be performing at her best to ensure that the sport remains relevant in India. You can let us know your thoughts on Sindhu's resurgence in the Malaysia Open, and don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.